Hey guys, Ghoster Dave here with a Destiny 2 Shadowkeep weapon review. So today, don't be fooled, we are running two weapons that we haven't looked at yet, but we're focusing on the weapon in our energy slot. However, we're using a very gnarly rolled one small step that I got. Today we're going to be looking at the Premonition Pulse Rifle. So for those of you who don't know, the Premonition is a high impact frame 340 RPM pulse rifle that actually just got unlocked to us as of the most recent reset, the same reset that gave us the dungeon and the Festival of the Lost. The specific role that we have is Chambered Compensator or Polygonal Rifling. Chambered Compensator, absolutely. We have the options of Extended or Appended Mag. We're running Appended Mag because it doesn't hurt our reload speed, which is nice for a later perk. We have Firmly Planted, so increased accuracy, stability, and handling when firing while crouched, which is an incredible trait on pulse rifles because it works while sliding as well. And Kill Clip, good old fashioned, reloading after a kill gives us greatly increased damage for a short time. Counterbalance mod, so we have a better recoil direction, reload speed to help with Kill Clip. And yeah, I have to say that this pulse rifle is incredibly good. So as I just mentioned, the Premonition is new, so I'm sure if you're watching this, you're wondering how you go about getting yourself a Premonition. Well, you can get the Premonition by doing the Pit of Heresy dungeon, which is the brand new dungeon. It's a lot of fun to do, so I definitely recommend you go get a fire team or go in, or if you're the type who likes to do things solo, hop in. As far as I'm aware, it can drop from any of the encounters, and it's well worth it if it does. However, have no fear, that's not the only way to go about getting it, because you can also get the Premonition from doing the Lectern of Enchantments Powerful or Eris's Powerful each week. Yes, it has a chance of dropping there as well, and I know that because that's where I got my Premonition. Apparently, there is also an essence tied to it called the Essence of Envy. Upon completing that, you'll be able to farm rolls of the Premonition. However, I'm not sure where that drops from. So when you get one, you'll probably wonder what the best roll for it is, and honestly, there's a lot of options here. I don't see this as being a set. There is one god roll and one god roll only, as I think this weapon has a lot of versatility and a lot of strengths. So being a high impact pulse, it's already one of the pulses that has the longest amount of range. So yeah, you could spam out the range and be almost uncontested by anything other than scout rifles, but at the same time, I don't think that's entirely necessary. So if you're the type of person who likes to have all that range to never worry about seeing a single point of damage fall off, then I'm going to recommend you get a range barrel. But at the same time, having a fluted barrel, which gives you a massive amount of handling, allowing you to ready it and look down the sights quicker, wouldn't hurt it. Or having the Chambered Compensator or Arrowhead Break, giving it even less kick, giving it a little bit better recoil direction, that is also a great option. So really, it is personal preference here, but a basic answer would just be, yeah, go for range. For the magazine option here, obviously you have a lot of great range options that have extra versatility. Ricochet rounds, which increase range and give the ability to ricochet shots around corners. High cal rounds, which are going to add even more flinch per shot. So honestly, high cal rounds is probably the best option in the magazine slot because this weapon already flinches very hard, so if it flinches even more, that's great. And then armor piercing rounds as well give you the ability to over penetrate targets, so technically you could get a collateral. Being a burst weapon, you might kill them on the first or second shot anyways, so it's okay, it's not terrible. You got light mag also increasing the reload speed with range, so any of those options is great as well. So something I love that Bungie's been doing recently with some of the more sought after weapons is making them incredibly easy to farm. And the same is true for the Premonition, as in both of its main trait slots, it only has 4 options. So for our first trait slot, we have the options of Under Pressure, Rangefinder, Firmly Planted, and Outlaw. I think all of these traits are really good, and again, like I said, a god roll isn't absolutely clear here, but we're going to go ahead and say Rangefinder and Outlaw are the main two you should be looking for. I personally love Firmly Planted as a perk, and Under Pressure is a perk that works really well for console users. So again, all of these are viable. You might want to focus Outlaw or Rangefinder, but I personally enjoy Firmly Planted. So in our second trait slot, we still only have 4 options, but we're just going to be focusing on 2 of them, as the other 2 I feel are very niche and not very useful. So the 4 traits that we have the options of are Kill Clip, Headseeker, Demolitionist, and Dragonfly. We're just going to be focusing on Kill Clip and Demolitionist, as I feel Headseeker and Dragonfly, again, not very useful. But Kill Clip, reloading after a short time, gives you a huge increase to your damage. Nobody's complaining about doing more damage. More damage is always a good thing, and Kill Clip is a lot of damage. Demolitionist is a good perk because kills with this weapon give you grenade energy, and throwing your grenade instantly reloads the weapon. Demolitionist is probably my favorite perk right now in Destiny 2. It's incredibly useful, as I feel grenades, having them in a fight is always an advantage, and it puts you on edge. So being able to reload your gun by throwing the grenade to engage the fight, not having to worry about the reload is useful, and getting kills to constantly have more grenade uptime it's great. Do I think it's better than Kill Clip? Probably not, but it is my personal favorite. Kill Clip also has the ability to be paired with Outlaw, so getting a kill, a precision kill, gives you an increased reload speed, proccing Kill Clip faster, allowing you to absolutely mow through everyone. So that is going to be the most sought after role you're looking for, is Outlaw Kill Clip. And as I mentioned, with the magazine, probably high cal rounds, and with the barrel, anything that gives range, but it comes down to preference, because I think things like fluted barrel are useful as well. The other one you should really be on the lookout for is Rangefinder Kill Clip, because that increases your zoom magnification, which also changes what the range stat means. So you're pretty much going to have a max range pulse rifle with Rangefinder. And obviously you don't have the faster reload speed with Kill Clip, but the reload speed on this weapon with just pulse rifle loader was really good. So I don't think it's entirely necessary to have Outlaw, especially when you could just be increasing your range. Or personally, again, firmly planted, increased accuracy, which means the farther your bullets travel, the more likely they're going to stay clustered. Stability and handling is a very useful perk as well. So you have options here. So for its stats, the Premonition has very basic stats. Its stats are very comparable to any other high impact pulse, with the gentle trades off of a couple points or whatnot. No huge differences here. Nothing about it stands out. Nothing about it is lacking. But at the same time, high impact pulses did just get buffed here in Shadowkeep, so they have the ability to 2-burst consistently with 6 crits. If you land all of your headshots, you're hitting a 0.67 second optimal time to kill, which is absolutely disgusting, as that's the time to kill that got Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten nerfed. Being a pulse rifle, having even more range than both of them ever had, it's really awesome when you get those 2 bursts. It feels very satisfying, and it's an incredibly deadly weapon because of that. Being a high impact frame actually gives it a lot of competition. While there are actually very few high impact pulse rifles that have received random rolls, it has to compete with the Redrix's broadsword. For those of you who don't know, Redrix's broadsword is an old Crucible pinnacle weapon that you can still obtain that has the unique trait of Desperado, that upon proccing its other trait, Outlaw, it gets a massively increased fire rate. Fire rate pretty much goes all the way from 340 to 540, making it a rapid fire frame pulse rifle with high impact frame damage numbers. That takes its 0.67 second 2 burst to a 0.47 second 2 burst. That's disgusting. Along with its body shot, time to kill is 1 second of just pure body shots, just unloading into somebody, and that's really good. It makes it very forgiving, and just being a rapid fire with that amount of damage, it has so much flinch, and it's really good. However, this Premonition is our only energy high impact frame pulse rifle, so it does have that niche going for it. Well, it lets you pair with any kinetic special weapon that you wanted to pair with, or if you're running just a kinetic primary and you just like double primary. Point is, it's in your energy slot, so there's reason to run it, because if it was in the kinetic slot, there wouldn't be a whole lot of that, along with obviously not being able to roll Desperado, because that is a pinnacle perk and will probably never see used on another weapon. At the very least, Premonition has Kill Clip, which is the next best thing. Also, just a side note, I know I do PvP reviews, but I was doing a lot of candy farming and I was trying out different weapons, and I have to say, Premonition felt very good in PvE. I know pulse rifles, mostly the quad bursts, are the ones you see in PvE, but Premonition felt like it could hang. It did a lot of damage, Kill Clip allowed me to mow down majors. It was actually very useful while I was farming for candy for the Braytech Werewolf. Expect a video on that at some point. However, I have to guarantee the god roll, so I am getting as many rolls as I can and doing as much testing as I can, because I want to give the best possible review on that. I'm having a bad feeling, or a premonition, if you would, that this is going to be the end of my thoughts. So if you like this video, if it helped you, or if you enjoyed the gameplay, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, check out my page for more content just like this. If you want to watch me use guns in different builds live on Twitch TV/GhostTierDave, you can follow me over there, or on any of my other social medias to know when I'm posting videos or when I'm going live. Or if you don't want to do any of that, just at the very least, go ahead and have a great day. I'm out.